Hello and welcome to this presentation of Mobile2Sage. My name's Ara Martirosyan. I'm going to show you how our simple loan investor and security tracking system works. In this example, I have investors who will invest their cash. That cash is then used to fund loans. Those loans and investments are tracked as projects automatically in Sage, and funds can also be set up so that you can then see the profitability on each one of the funds. In terms of tracking, you can record details such as amount, period, rate of interest, as well as payment schedule and signatures. As far as security tracking is concerned, again, we can capture things like valuation, photos, where it's being stored, and so on. In terms of integration, it integrates with Sage projects and Sage funds. And the benefit of that is that we can then capitalize on all the standard profitability reports and fund reports that come prepackaged with Sage. And finally, all the transactions can be emailed back to investors and the borrowers in terms of PDF emails. So let's have a look at it in detail. So here's my app, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new contract. Contract 62, and it's an investment contract. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick up my investor, and these investors are actually suppliers that I've already set up in Sage. So this is a repeat investor, if you like, but you could set that up from scratch as well. And for this one, I'm going to create a completely new fund for it. So he's going to deposit his cash with us on the 28th. And how much is he going to deposit? He's going to deposit £10,000 for 12 months, and I'm going to give him an interest rate of 1% as a rate of return. So his schedule looks like this. So on the 28th, he's going to deposit £10,000. He will accrue £100 worth of interest on that £10,000, and I will commit to repay him the £10,000 on the 28th of November 93. That's it. So that's his transactions. I'm not going to worry about signatures or details, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this, and what I'm going to do now is then import that to Sage. Now what that will do is it will go and create, first of all, the investment contract, which can then be signed by the investor, and that details what the loan was for, how much was it, what we've committed to, what the interest rates are, and this is free format, so that can be changed to include your terms and conditions. And this is a schedule of payment that I'm committing to pay him back on with details of dates and payments. And this can obviously be wet signed or e-signed, if you like, and stored for future use. Meanwhile, in the background, what's happening is that the data is being imported into Sage. So we're going to have a look at that in a second. That's it. It's finished. So let's go and have a look at I1062. So if I go into the suppliers account where I1062 exists, there's I1062. If I look at the activity on that, that will show me the commitment that I've made on that thing, on that particular loan investment. So there's the capital going in. These are the interest rates for months 1 to 12, and I'm committing to repay that back on the 28th of November. Excellent. But on this particular loan, I've also got a project. So if I now look at 1062, there it is. I look at the activity on it. There we are. So what this allows me to do is have repeat business, if you like, from investors and customers, and hold details of each individually in a separate Sage project. Now, on the back of that, I've now also set up a fund. So that's fund number 62. If I look at the activity on that, that will show me the transactions coming in, and basically I'm going to incur £100 times 12 months, which is £1,200. That's my cost. Okay, so now let's go and loan that out. And for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on an iPad, so I can do some signatures and things like that. So let's flip over to the iPad. So here's my iPad, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start a new contract. And it's contract 63. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find loan contract 63. But it could be any of the Sage customer codes. And for this, I'm going to use fund 62, which is the one we've just looked at, and it's going to be on the 28th. Great. So I'm going to lend him £10,000 for 9 months at 2%. So if I look at the schedule, so the 10,000 that comes in on Monday is going to go out. I'm going to earn £200 per month from this particular loan. That's a total of £1,800. And that £1,800 will allow me to take, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure some security on it. So what kind of security am I going to take? So I'm going to take a watch and I'm going to stick it in the safety deposit box. And it's worth, I don't know, £2,000 for argument's sake. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to just take a picture of that. And because I've got my iPad, I can just go up here and just take a picture of it for security purposes. So I've got details of that. But I can see at the bottom right that the security value is 2,000, but the actual loan's 10, so I need a bit more. So what's he going to leave me? I'm going to take his car. And his car is going to be in a secure lockup. And this is going to be worth £10,000. And I'm going to take a picture of the car again. So there's a picture of the car. Brilliant. So now I've got more security than the value of the loan. I'm happy, and it's in green, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a signature from him. So who's it from? It's from Ara. Great. And what's the sign date? It's going to be today, something like that. And I'm now just going to sign it with my iPad. Ara. Done. So there's the loan going to Ara. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to save that. I'm going to just send him an email. So when I send that email off, what that will do is it will take the loan contract, create it, fill in all the details, put in the pictures, put in the signatures, and send that off as an email. And it'll then tell us that has now been sent to Sage. Brilliant. So that can be done in the front office, if you like, the customer-facing area, nice and easy on an iPad with photos and signatures. So now let's go and import that into Sage. Okay, so we'll now flip over back into Sage. And I'll go into the app. So I'll go into the app, resort that, and there's number 62, which we've just done on the iPad. There's a schedule sorry, let's go back up. There you go, 63, which we did on the iPad, and there's the security. There's the schedule of payments for the 9 months. There's the photos and here's the signatures. Immediate. There's nothing going backwards and forwards. It's a cloud system, and everything talks to everything else. Great. So now what I need to do is basically put those transactions into Sage. Again, what I'm going to do is import to Sage. Great, that's that done. So let's go and have a look at loan 63 in Sage. So again, I'll go into Sage. This time I'll go on the customer side, go to loan 63, and look at the activity on that. And here we are. So those are the transactions that the customer has agreed to. He's going to take a loan of £10,000. He's going to pay me interest of £200 per month for 9 months, total of £1,800. But loan 1063 has also got its own project. So again, if I go and have a look at the project, there's LO163, and there's the activity on it, showing me all the contract transactions. Finally, if I go to the department and look at the 62 activities, this now shows me both the investors' transactions and the loan transactions. And this time when I go into a departmental profit and loss, I can see immediately that my costs are there we are, costs are £1,200. I've had revenues of £1,800 from my 9-month loan, and hence I've made a profit of £900. And that's it. Very simple. I hope you found that demonstration of the simple loan investor and security tracking system of interest. Please feel free to contact me to discuss your requirements and to arrange a free trial. Thank you.